Few of them have seen, you have gone through our YouTube. Okay. So introducing myself, I am Dr. Udesha. I had passed my medical graduation in 95. For 3.5 years, I did my medical practice, allopathy practice as a family physician, but due to certain limitation of the allopathy, I very quickly shifted to some other sciences like naturopathy, yoga, acupressure, pranic healing, reiki, psychic surgery, karuna healing, feng shui. And since today, I have approximately completed 125 different workshops just to find the advantage of a different system, because every system has an advantage and every system has a limitation. I never call that any system is having disadvantage, right? So today also, since so many years, I have been practicing with integration of all the different sciences. Integration means you get a very quick result. Like nowadays we are eating multivitamins tablets, right? Previously we used to eat only single calcium tablets or single mineral tablets or amino acids that way. But nowadays as a doctors we prescribe and we suggest to take a multiple vitamins. So same way, if you forget the physical body, as Ashutosh said, you have to focus on energy body, right? Because there are only two possibilities, either focus on physical body or shift to the energy body. Now, overnight you don't get diabetes, overnight you don't get cancer, overnight you don't get blood pressure, asthma or anything. So what makes you to get the disease? Yes? What make you to get the disease? Can anyone say?
Mind.
Yeah? Tensions. Okay, that is thought, mind. Okay, what else?
Wrong lifestyle.
Wrong lifestyle. What else?
Wrong action.
Yeah?
Wrong actions.
Wrong action, exactly. What else?
Energy depletion.
Yeah, exactly. So we say ahar, vihar, vichar, vyavhar. We say 4 things, right? Are you getting it? But anything that disturbs your aura, that disturbs your energy, that disturbs your electromagnetic waves will slowly progress into disease condition. Like initially we are functionally disturbed for a few days, few months, few years, then we are pathologically disturbed. Again for a few days, few months, few years, again then we are structurally disturbed. Right? Are you getting it? So now, if you want to cure your issues on the health side, on the relation side, on the financial side, as Ashutosh said in the first slide, you need to rebuild, you need to restore your energy. Restoration of the energy is a very correct word used in homeopathic medical syllabus. Restoration of vitality, that they have been using it, right? So how to restore that energy? How to restore that energy? We can restore through meditation, we can restore through healing. 2 possibilities we are having. But unfortunately, we are not able to meditate because, now we'll see, we'll go through it, we are having 60,000 thoughts per day. According to the research of California Institute of Psychological Science, Medical Science, 60,000 thoughts daily comes in our mind in 24 hours. And out of 64,000, 90% are negative, means 54,000 negative thoughts daily they come. Now you tell me, how does it happens? How does this 54,000 it comes? Whether it's consciously or it's subconsciously. Yes? Yes?
More subconsciously more.
Yeah. Subconsciously more, right? Because right from our birth, our genetic informations are, as he said, they have come either from your past life, some past impressions, some thoughts have come, some emotions have come, some revenge attitude, some hatred attitude has come from the past life in your genetics, or through the hereditary character from your ancestors. They have come. Like as a medical doctor, whenever the patient first steps into our clinic, the first question we ask, whether you have family history of cancer, you have family history of diabetes, whether you have family history of asthma. Why? Because this counts more for any individual person. What he has brought from his forefather, from his ancestors. Right? So we need to correct it. Just knowing is not enough. Unfortunately, in our medical science, there is no medicine to correct genetical disorder. There is no medicine to correct any past life informations. Here we lack this science. Are you getting it? Whatever we have created in present can be corrected in medical science. Like some addictions you have, tobacco, alcohol, whatever that has created some abnormal chemoreceptors or chemical reactions, that can be corrected through our medical science. But whatever we have brought from your ancestors, they cannot be cured. And in homeopathy, this condition is called constitution. Are you aware about the word constitution? Constitution means tasi, what we call a mental constitution, a physical constitution, a spiritual constitution. So this is very important. So this need to be decoded. Like as he said in Karuna healing, we work more on decoding the karmic imprint. We decoding the genetical imprints. That is a part of Karuna healing, the soul healing. Because this has to be corrected through the higher frequency, that is called delta healing, and alpha healing or the theta healing cannot cure it. Now what is that healing? That later on I will tell you, but this is this basic funda that if you can remove all the unwanted informations which you have brought genetically, that has to be cured. Otherwise there will be a biorhythmic cycle in your life. You are supposed to get the same disease after few years, as a juvenile diabetes, as early asthma, as cancer, whatever. Because whatever you have brought, you are bound to get it, right? So this has to be corrected. Now, from where that has to be corrected? It has to be corrected on this level, on the chakra level. I am not going to go much in detail because already he has explained very nicely. So we need to correct all the informations which are dumped in these chakras from our past life, from our ancestors. We need to correct it. We need to heal it. So previously, through all religious procedure, we were able to cure it, like Vedic Shastras and Gayatri Mantras and Jainism, any spiritual, any rituals like Havans, Home, what we used to do previously, right? We were able to purify all our chakras. We were able to clear our chakra. We were able to energize our chakra through all those rituals. Because they were not much intensely negative. They were only of the superficial level. But nowadays, these things are also not working 100%. Partially we are uplifted, but partially we are again stuck to the system. Why? Because now they are sedimented with so many karmas. All the negative energies from 700 lives which we are not able to clear it, now they are dumped in the lower chakras. So our lower three chakras are challenge for us, which are most important for each and every person of their life. In meditation, through our research we came to know, in meditation we can clear only this upper four chakra. In Reiki, in pranic healing, we can clear only upper four chakra. We cannot clear anything in the lower three chakras. Because those are very heavy chakras. They need high frequency of healing. Reiki, pranic healing, all their alpha level healing. Psychic surgery, what today just now I am going to tell you, it is theta level of the healing. And the last level of the healing is delta, which is the most soul frequency healing system. So this is very important. These lower three chakras are important. Are you getting it? So if the lower chakras are dumped with negative informations, negative energy, your physical distortion will start, like arthritis, piles, fissures, fibroid, cyst, or fallopian tube issues, or maybe diabetes, liver cirrhosis, WBC issues, all the blood issues, all the fractures. So all these things are because of this lower three chakras. That is very challenging for us. Now, in our research institution, there are so many equipment we are using, because if you are not reliable on sonography, CT scan, MRI, X-ray, blood, urine, stool, then you have to be reliable on this energy technological equipment. Are you getting it? So there are so many equipment, like this is PIP technology, BFR technology from London. This is ESM, electrospectral measurement from London. This is from USA, RFI, resonance field imaging. This is GDV, which we are using from German technology, Krillin photography. So there are so many energy-based equipment. As because we are a doctor, we have team of a doctor team who are doing research. We cannot rely only on the philosophic level, only on the symptomatic level. We need to verify every time whatever we are doing, whether it is authentic, whether it is really helping the people, because it's a long time commitment. It's a long time commitment. It's not that once you learn and the next day you're cured. It may take, as he had shown the couple of slides, it took 6 months. So you cannot fool anyone for 6 months. Keep on doing, keep on doing, keep on doing. And at the end of the 6 months, he may not get the result. He may not only blame you, but he will have lost the faith in the spiritual system. So this is the most dark side in India, that people are not using technology in spite of having so much spiritual potentiality. In allopathy, in medical science, we have very few results, but we are always using technologies to prove that really the system is perfect. Whether then you are permanently dependent on insulin, you are dependent on hypertensive medicine, hyperhistamic medicine, or antibiotic or painkiller, that is secondary. The primary thing, we always prove and show the difference in the parameters. We always show the difference in the units, in the difference in the structural body, and so the expansion of allopathy is much more rather than expansion of the spiritual science. So I always go to so many spiritual centers, like I met Ramdev Baba, Shishi Ravi Shankar, Satya Sai Baba, Surya Swami, Nityanand Swami. I always request them, please use this technology and show to your devotees, your disciples, how scientifically it works. But as they have the miracles in their hands, they don't depend on this system. They want people to blindly follow them, which I think so in future generation, it not might happen. They have to depend on it. Very few spiritual leaders are there who welcome us with this technology, because then it's challenge for them. They have to understand the technology. They have to be accustomed to these parameters, that how it has been useful to them or to the layman also. Are you getting it? So if, yeah?
I'm just saying, not everybody has the faith to believe that it's a miracle.
Yeah.
So it's in their best interest to also show why, the how and the why, that the energy that they're working with, how it works.
Yeah.
To convince those who are always scientific in their mind and
Yeah.
and asking, oh, how is that even possible?
Yeah, that's true, exactly. Like, see, I was a doctor, and because for 8.5 years of my medical science, my left side of the brain, my logical brain was much more active than the right side of the brain. But to prove the science for my side, for my logical side, I started using all this technology. For 2 years, it took me to justify that really the parallel system, the energy-based system is working. So I think so the today generation, like even my kids also, they keep on asking me, why should I pray? Why should I do meditation? I cannot philosophically answer them. I have to prove something. See, once they are convinced, now there is no need all the time to push them into this technological business. Once they are convinced, they are logically satisfied, no, really this is helping them. Now they will follow for a lifelong. Otherwise, what will happen? Every time they meditate, every time they will do the healing, they will have a second thought, whether it will work, whether really it works, whether really it will be benefit, or I am just fooling myself. See, this question, it always comes to everyone. Are you getting it? Right? So this different technology, like you can see this ESM machine. This machine is to see the frequency of the chakra, whether they are in the plus side or they are on the minus side. Same way, this RFI machine is also for the chakra, to see the frequency of the chakra, whether the oscillation is correct or oscillation is slow or fast. For example, if the oscillation in the throat chakra, it shows a low unit, means the person has a chance of hypothyroidism. If the oscillation is fast, he may have the hyperthyroidism. It's very directly proportional. So depending upon the activity of the chakras, the hormonal activity, the glandular activity, the cellular activity may vary from person to person. So previously all the Rishi Munis, they used to chant the mantras of the chakras, of the same wavelength, same frequency, like lam, vam, ram, yam, hum, om. So they used to normalize their chakra, they used to balance their chakra. So they were able to stay for more than 100 years, 120 years, 150 years. But because this science was not given to us in our medical syllabus, our medical syllabus in the first year, it started with anatomy and physiology. But behind that anatomy and physiology, there is a science of this energy which we were not aware. So we never went into consideration that this might be the cause of disease. We thought the cause of disease is organism, it's a bacteria, it's a virus, it's a parasite. So we all the time started to investigate on the microscope side. Are you getting? For malaria, for tuberculosis, for HIV, we try to do. But later on we came to know that if your energy is distorted, if you have a low frequency of energy in any of your glands, if any of your system, if any of your chakra, you will start attracting the bacteria, the virus, the parasites, the microorganism. So they are the main cause. If you re-energize yourself, those will not multiply. They will go away from your body. Your aura will throw them out. But if you have low aura, you will attract them. Like everyone doesn't have a viral infection. Everyone doesn't have a chikungunya or swine flu or tuberculosis. The person who is having low resistance, low immunity system, because what we thought that this is the energy which is weak, which is creating the problem. In our medical science, same way it is called, sorry, there's no slide. In our medical science, same way it is called lymphatic system, immunity system. So what in allopathy, what we call lymphatic, in spiritual science we call aura. Are you getting it? So there is an equivalence, but name is different. Like in for the water, in English we speak different word, in Hindi we speak a different word, but both are waters, right? We call it jal or pani or whatever. It's a water. So same way here, whatever the resistance power is low, means your aura is low. Now how to improve the resistance power? For that you need to meditate, you need to heal. But apart from that, you need to understand that all these chakra, which are very sensitized, which are energy center of your body, are based on your thoughts and emotions. They cannot function on their own. These chakras are dependent on your thoughts and emotions. Are you getting it? Right? So directly, suppose if you normalize your chakra, for a moment, for a few days, again the activities are normal. But again, because of negative thoughts and emotions, again they will be imbalanced. Right? So these chakras, these thoughts and emotions which are coming in your mind, they, through the chakra, they create some abnormality in your nadis. We have 72,000 nadis in our body. We have 18 meridians in our body. So if you normalize your thoughts and emotions, your chakras will be normalized. And if your chakras are normalized, your nadis are normal. Are you getting it? For example, if you have hatred, through the chakra, you will have some asthma or heart issue, cardiac issue. If you have jealousy in your emotions, through solar chakra, you will disturb your liver, you will disturb your gallbladder. So which thought, which emotion, which comes in conscious and subconscious, through the chakra, it will disturb the respective meridians and the nadis. So our Ayurvedic Shastra starts from here, our acupressure, acupuncture system starts from here. But are they really the cause? Are they really the cause? No. Nadis and meridians cannot be disturbed on their own. These nadis and meridians, they depends upon the chakras, and the chakras, they depend upon the mind. So what need to be cleared? Yes? Mind. thoughts, emotions. Are you getting it? And mind and emotions, they again are dependent on the karma. They are dependent on the soul karma. So through the Karuna soul healing, we are deleting on the upper side. On the psychic surgery level, we are clearing. Yeah, this was the slide I wanted to show you. Yeah. So this is the lymphatic system. When this is disturbed, means your aura is disturbed. We have so many lymphatic glands in our body. And this all lymphatic glands, they are parallel to the different chakras. If your chakras are disturbed, your immunity system is weak. Like suppose if you are eating ice cream. For example, ice cream is very cold, right, in a temperature. When you eat, your throat chakra will get constricted. It will drain that energy. And then some bacteria and virus you will attract in the throat and you will have a throat infection. Are you getting it? Right? So whatever intake you are taking, it will respectively disturb that chakra. And according to that chakra, that respective organ system and hormones will be disturbed. Is it clear to you now? Right? So in psychic surgery, basically what we are doing, we are trying to clear the conscious mind, we are trying to clear the subconscious mind. Because as he said, the conscious is 18%, the logical side is 18%, the awareness, we are only 18%. The subconscious is 80%, which has the huge accumulation of emotions. So what is there in the conscious mind? Is the logical thought. What is there in the subconscious mind? Is only emotions. Now tell me, which is more dominating, thought or emotion? Yes? Emotions. Why? Because 3 times when one thought comes, it gets converted into emotions. 3 times when emotions arise, the feeling arises, it gets converted into karma. It gets converted into reaction. So definitely, emotions are more dominating, more effective than the conscious. So in Secret movie, how many of you have seen the Secret movie? So many people have seen. In that they have told about the law of attraction, that what you visualize that you attract, what you think that you attract. But what you think, if it is not added with your emotion, you may not attract. That was very clear to in that concept, right? That if you are driving a car, if you think this is a steering of a Mercedes, and through your emotions, you will attract them. But if there is no emotion, just mechanically you are just thinking about the steering in your hand, that will not attract the car. Right? The same way is here, whatever you think, every thought doesn't manifest. Is it clear? Every thought never manifests unless that thought is repeatedly comes in your mind. It gets converted into emotion. Till that it doesn't attract. And once it is converted into emotions, then only it will manifest. Are you getting it? Right? So once it is, this thought is transferred into the subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind is with autonomous nervous system. It is connected with your cardiac activity, it is connected with your respiratory activity, it is connected with your digestive system, it is connected with your renal kidney system, with all the system. Only subconscious is connected. Consciously the body system, the nervous system is not connected. If that was the case, voluntarily you would have taken respiration, voluntarily you would have changed your heart rate. Is it possible? No. Can you change your heart rate on your own? Consciously? No. Can you change your digestive system, that today I want constipation, today I want loose motion? Yes? Can you voluntarily change your insulin activity? You cannot change it. Why? You have to change your subconscious mind. That's very challenging for you. This is the reason in our allopathic, in our medical science, we are totally reliable on medicines, because consciously you have to take the medicines of the diabetes, blood pressure, acetylene pump, because it doesn't change your subconscious mind. It changes only your conscious chemoreceptors, chemical reactions is changed. Right? So sustainingly, if you practice meditation, yoga or healing, you may change this subconscious mind. Now what is the superconscious mind? Medically we were not aware about the superconscious mind. Once we came into this spiritual system, we came to know superconscious mind is called channelizing yourself to your master, to your God, goddesses. Channelizing to the higher consciousness. So it doesn't matter whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, that doesn't matter to you. It means that you are connected to the higher source of energy. And once you are connected with the higher source of the energy, you are in the divine destiny. You are self-guided by the higher destiny. Like you know, once you pray to your God, once you pray to your masters, your like angel card therapy or tarot readers, they are all using the superconscious mind. This pranic healing people, the Reiki people, through the symbols, they are connecting to the superconscious mind, and then whatever changes they want, they can bring. Because once you are connected, you have high amount of potential energy. Now your limited energy is of no value. The best astrologer, the best Vastu consultant, they have the highest energy in them because they are super consciously connected. They have so much intuition, the psychic power. On the spot they can analyze your astrological chart, on the spot they can tell about your Vastu defects. Right? So this is the skill of super conscious mind. So for this, many people, they do Shakti path, they do attunement. In pranic healing they do attunement, in Reiki they do attunement, in psychic surgery we have attunement, in Karuna Reiki we have attunement, because that attunement means to get aligned. It's like, you know, the SIM card, even though if you put in your mobile, if it is not activated, it will not show any network, you will not be able to use it. Your incoming and outgoing will not be there unless it is activated. So someone has to activate that chakras for super conscious mind. Unless you have done lots of spiritual meditation or you have done lots of chanting of the mantras, then only you will be able to use the super conscious mind. Else it is not so easy to use that. Is it clear? Right? Now, as we have seen this system, this is a conscious mind, 18%, this is subconscious mind, 80%, this is super conscious mind. Getting connected with the higher masters and gurus and God, goddesses. So as I told you, this is the 60,000 thoughts which is coming, and 90%, 54,000 are negative. Subconsciously they are coming right from your birth. You must have taken the wrong negative experience with your brother, sister, from your teacher, from your friends. They keep on coming unconsciously. You are not aware. For years together, you don't forgive them. So when we do present life regression for any of the person and we take them to 2 years back, 4 years back, 10 years back, they all reveal all the things which they have accumulated in their mind. So it's very important. So if I tell anything, do you hold? You will say, no, I don't hold anything. Now I am very much free. But when I take you to present life regression, you will start crying, you will start screaming, you will start shouting on your that experience which you have hold it. Are you getting it? So this is very important. Whatever you hold, that sediments in your DNA. And that manifests into physical appearance. Is it clear? So this is the innermost information which we are having in our DNA, and the outermost is the aura, the conscious aura. Innermost is this DNA. DNA also reflects through subconscious aura. So we have two types of aura. That later on Ashutosh will explain that two types of aura. So this aura we need to clear from the innermost and the outermost. Once you have cleared this aura in the DNA level, this neuroconduction will go very smoothly, because we have trillions of neurons in our brain which conducts the information of our food digestion, of our heart activity, about respiration, about hormonal, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. All these activities, all these signals, they pass through these neurons. So in psychic surgery what we do basically, by removing unwanted thoughts and emotion from this subconscious aura, this all subconscious aura, once we remove this, the conduction becomes very smooth. This conduction becomes very smooth. Then there is no constipation, no diabetes, no blood pressure, no asthma, no arthritis, no cancer, because it is removed from the top of the brain. whatever you have hold it from years together through psychic surgery, we show you the procedure, and which is very easy. I myself have performed 26,000 psychic surgery, and we have 28,000 students who have learned this psychic surgery. None of them are failure. It doesn't matter whether you are on the medical side or non-medical side. In my clinic, my sweeper, she is performing the psychic surgery since 14-15 years, and she has performed more than 10 to 11,000 psychic surgery. She doesn't know any